Hello everyone. Welcome to the Alleycat Mining YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit about staking and delegating on the Cardano network and how you can do that using the Daedalus Wallet. I thought this would be a good first effort for me with all the new people getting into cryptocurrency and especially Cardano. But this is my first video ever, so I hope you'll bear with me if I have some technical challenges. So let me pull up the Daedalus Wallet here. Now, the one that I am using, it is version 4.1.0, which is the most current version as of the day I'm recording this, June 8th, 2021. But you'll see on my screen here up in the right corner, it says testnet. So I am on the testing network for this video, which is separate from the live network. And it's just a little bit more practical for me to show you some of the things that I think would be helpful to see than doing it on the live network. But all of the features that I'm going to show you work exactly the same on the production wallet that you'll be using. I do want to say, make sure when you download the Daedalus wallet that you go to cardano.org and download it from there. There are some scammy links out there and some nefarious operators who really want to steal your coin. So make sure that you go to the official website to get the official wallet and protect yourself that way. So once you install the wallet, you will see here I have 3 actual wallets created in Daedalus. You'll just have one, and that's fine. The 3 here are so that I can show you some extra features. And the very first thing you'll want to do is withdraw your ADA from wherever you bought it, whether you bought it on Coinbase or Binance or wherever it is. You want to withdraw it from that exchange into your Daedalus wallet. Now that's going to work a little bit differently depending on what exchange you have, but the process is the same as what I'm going to show you here in terms of finding how you receive it into your wallet. So this Alleycat Test 3 wallet is brand new that we're going to be using for demonstrating the staking. So if I go into that wallet, you'll see I have no ADA. Up across the top here, there's a summary, send, receive. I can look at transactions. But if I click on receive, it will show me a whole list of wallet addresses. And there's several attached to this wallet. And I can send ADA to any one of those addresses, and it will show up here. So I'm just going to grab this first one, and I'm going to copy this address. So that will put that on my clipboard. And you see at the top, I get a confirmation that it's been copied. So we'll close that. And in my case, I'm just going to transfer some ADA from this first test wallet that I have. So I'm going to send, and I will paste in the receiving address that I just got. And I'm going to send 5,000 ADA. So it tells me what the estimated transaction fees are going to be, and I click send. It asks me to confirm all of my transaction details here, and there's a spending password. When you installed the Daedalus wallet and created your first wallet, you created a password, and that's what you need to use here. So let me type that in for this wallet and send, and that's being submitted to the blockchain. So if I go to my wallet here, it should show up here in just a few seconds. Now, why would you want to do this rather than keep your coin on an exchange? Well, an exchange can have issues. There have been exchanges in the past that have been hacked and funds were stolen. There have been issues just recently where, because of what's happening with the market, the exchange shut down and you couldn't get your coin out and you couldn't put coin in. And so basically you're losing control of your coin if you just keep it on the exchange. Now, if you want to do trading and play the swings in the market, then yes, you want to keep it on, keep some of that coin at least on the exchange for those activities that you want to do. But if you're going to hold it long term, I highly recommend that you look at the Daedalus wallet or the Yoroi wallet or one of the others that are out there to store your ADA for the long term. So here we are in my wallet. The 5,000 ADA that I transferred have showed up. And you'll see there's a transaction here that I received 5,000 ADA. I can find out information about that. And now I need to understand how I can delegate that. So if you're new to the crypto space and you're not sure, how you can make money just by holding Cardano in a wallet. It's important to know a little bit about how a blockchain works, and I'm not going to go in great depth here. I'm actually working on another video where I will talk in depth about how the blockchain works and mining and staking and proof of work, proof of stake, all of those types of things. But in simple terms, if you think back to, before there were computers, then if I owned a little store and I sold goods in my little town, then at the end of the day, I would write those transactions into a ledger book. So, you know, Alice came in and she bought a shovel, and Bob came in and he bought a hammer and nails, and I would record all of those things in the back office in a ledger book. But this is 2021, and we're not really using manual ledger books anymore. We're doing everything electronically. And in a blockchain, we still have transactions. Alice bought 5,000 Cardano. Bob sold 2,000 Cardano. Jim bought some NFTs that he paid for with 50 Cardano apiece, something like that. So there's a mechanism to gather up all those transactions into a block of data, and then that block gets added to the blockchain. So that's in simple terms what a blockchain is. You've probably heard about it being referred to as a ledger. But that's how the process works. Somebody has to gather those transactions into a block and add it to the blockchain. Now, the way we make money is that, a blockchain is decentralized. That's part of the fundamental principles of cryptocurrency is there is no back office. There's not someone, sitting back there writing all the transactions into the ledger. So what happens is somebody, and there's a mechanism in every cryptocurrency to decide this, somebody is selected to gather those transactions and add the block to the chain. And then when they provide that service to the cryptocurrency ecosystem, they are paid a little bit of rewards. And that's where our income comes from when we are staking with Cardano. So let's take a look at how that works in the Cardano ecosystem. So back in our Daedalus wallet, if we go down the left-hand side here, there's a wallet icon and there's this web icon and there's actually some settings icons. But the second one is the delegation tab. So if we go to the delegation center, we see a lot of information on this screen, and I'm going to explain it in, try and explain it in simple terms for you. So the top part here, it talks about something called an epic. Now, in that store example, you know, Alice didn't think when she went in and bought the shovel, she just went to buy a shovel. But she wasn't thinking about the fact that somewhere in the back room on maybe a weekly basis, somebody is, ordering inventory so they can restock the shelves. They're paying employees if they have employees. They're setting up a work schedule. All of those sort of administrative things that customers don't really care about. But if they don't happen, then the store's not going to be very successful. So in cryptocurrencies, almost every coin uses the concept of an epic to separate out some administrative types of functions. And each coin implements it differently. They do different periods of time. In Cardano, an epic is 5 days. So every 5 days, something happens to allow some administrative tasks to happen on the blockchain. So if we look here, the current testnet epic is 136, and there's something here called current slot and total slots. Well, knowing that the epic is 5 days, if you calculate out 5 days times 24 hours in a day times 60 minutes an hour times 60 seconds in a minute, then you will come up with 432,000 seconds in an epic. And in Cardano, every second, somebody has the opportunity to write a block onto the blockchain. And so those are called slots. So there's 432,000 slots per epic. Every one of those slots has a stake pool assigned to it, and I'll explain that in a second. And currently, we're at slot number 4,800,601. The next epic starts in 6 hours and 29 minutes. And you'll see here it says changes to delegation take effect after both the current and next Cardano epics have completed. Epics on the Cardano mainnet last 5 days. Any changes made will take effect in 5 days, 6 hours, and 30 minutes. So what does that mean? Well, a stake pool is the entity that is capable of writing a block onto the blockchain. So how does a stake pool work? Well, in simple terms, a stake pool is just a collection of servers that run the specialized computer code that is able to gather up those transactions and create the block and then add it to the chain. So a stake pool is created by a person or group of people. And when they create the pool, they pledge a certain amount of ADA to the pool. So if you look at AlleyCat stake pool, which is my stake pool, and I have one both on the test net and the live main net. So we'll be showing you that here. I pledged 5,000 ADA. Now you, as a delegator, all you're doing is, for example, if Alice has 10,000 ADA in her wallet, all she's doing is saying, you know what, add my coins to the total for AlleyCat in determining how many blocks AlleyCat gets to produce per epoch. So if Alice has 10,000 and Bob has 25 and Jim has 500, then if all of them delegate to AlleyCat stake pool, we've got a total of 40,500. And that's the total that's going to be used to determine how many epoch or how many blocks per epoch I can produce. Now notice that I didn't say Alice needs to send her ADA to the stake pool. This coin will actually stay in Alice's wallet and she has full control over it. And if she wants to spend it or she wants to move some back to an exchange to sell it, she can do that. She has full control. And, I demonstrated this, you probably remember. The first thing we did was I transferred 5,000 ADA from AlleyCat test into AlleyCat test 3. But if we look at the delegation center, AlleyCat test is currently delegated. So I have full control over my coin. And that isn't true with a lot of other coins. There's a lot of cryptocurrencies out there where if you want to earn rewards, you actually have to lock that and you can't touch it. So that's one of the unique things about ADA that I really like as an investor and a holder of cryptocurrency is that I maintain control over my coin, even though I delegate it to the stake pool so that I can earn rewards. So if we go back to the wallet here, I'm undelegated now. I'm undelegated in 137. I can't actually delegate till 138. So why is that? I don't understand what that means. Well, I have another slide that I try and break this down for you. I hope I can explain this well enough that you understand it. So after every epoch, a snapshot is taken. And what all that snapshot is a point in time look at what is on the blockchain right now. So it contains a lot of information, but the stuff that's important for us is, what pools are out there? Are they still functioning properly? Are they still on the network? Does AlleyCat stake pool exist? And then what the wallet delegation info is. So when I go over here in a minute and I'm going to delegate this AlleyCat Test 3 wallet, then in the snapshot that happens at the end of this epoch, it's going to say, okay, this wallet has 5,000 ADA in it, and it is delegated to AlleyCat stake pool. Now it's going to take that information, and during this next epoch, the blue epoch, it's going to use that delegation info to assign which stake pools are going to create the blocks during the green epoch. So obviously there's some blocks being produced during the blue, but then it's going to assign the slots for the green epoch. So then at the end of the blue epoch, it'll take another snapshot. It has new information. Then during the green epoch, it's going to take that snapshot information and it's going to calculate what the rewards are, what that payment should be for all those blocks created during the blue epoch. During the green epoch blocks are going to be created. And then again, it's going to use this blue snapshot to assign slots for the next epoch, the brown epoch. So we get to the end of the green epoch and you're actually live here. There are blocks hopefully being created that you are delegated to. And at the end of that, the snapshot happens. Then during the brown epoch, it actually pays those rewards that it calculated for the blue epoch back here. It calculates the rewards for the green epoch. It produces blocks and then it assigns slots to pools for the purple epoch. And this just continues rolling from this point. So when you delegate, you've got that epoch has to finish plus one more before your blocks are being created. And then when those blocks are created, you're rewards are calculated in the next epoch, and then 2 epochs later, you actually get paid. And once that starts, you get paid because it's a rolling window. You get paid every epoch. So I hope that made sense. There are some other resources on the web, other people that have done explanations. There's one here, the delegation cycle from IOHK, and they talk about it as well. And they have, their own graphic on kind of how the epochs work. And there are other resources that you can look up, but that's a kind of an overview of how the epochs work. So I'm going to go over here. I'm actually going to delegate in just a moment. But if I click at the top here on stake pools, then I can see, if I click, I can see a list of all the stake pools that are out there that I can delegate to. And there's hundreds of them on the test net, and there are actually thousands of them on the main net. And you can go in and you can look. If you click on any one of these, you get to see a little bit about that stake pool. And if the pool operator has put in the information correctly, there's actually the website. And you can go to the stake pool's website. And it'll show you, based on this slider up here, which is currently set at 1,000, it'll show you about how much ADA you can expect to get returned on for every epoch. And that should, even whether you delegate to a large pool or a small pool, that should come out to about 5 or 5.5% per year. And I would encourage you to consider delegating to Alleycat stake pool. I'm a small pool. I'm just getting going, but I'm looking for delegators, and we can grow this together. So for Alleycat Test 3, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to click on Delegate, and I will go through the process. So I need to select which wallet I am delegating, which is Alleycat 3, but I can make changes to the other ones if I choose. And I want to say which stake pool I'm delegating to. I will look up Alley, and I want to delegate to Alley. So continue. And now this is important. So there's a small transaction fee in order to register your transaction of your delegating onto the blockchain. But there's also this 2 ADA deposit, which at the time I'm writing this is about $3. So this is the only ADA that is locked when you delegate. And this is only done once per wallet. And it basically just goes on deposit that this wallet is delegating. There is a mechanism built into the Cardano ecosystem that if you say, I never want to delegate from this wallet again, you will actually get that deposit back. I can't show you this today, but it is there. You can get that back. And again, like we did before, it wants me to put in my spending password here. And I will do that. Confirm. And this will take just a minute. And we are delegating. We are working on delegating. Just waiting for this transaction to go through. Still waiting for this transaction. There we go. All right, so the stake from your wallet, Alleycat Test 3, is now delegated to the Alleycat Mining stake pool. So if we close that, we should see this. If we refresh and come back. I'm waiting for that to show up here. There it is. So now we are delegated, and in a few epochs, I'm going to start earning rewards. And I threw out a lot of information in this video, but it really is as simple as just going to the delegation center and selecting your stake pool. Now, the one thing I wanted to show you why you might want to have multiple wallets, you see here, I've got some delegated to Alley in this Alleycat Test wallet, but then I've got some delegated to Muggy in the Alleycat Test 2. So if you have a lot of ADA, maybe you want to support a couple of small pools and put some in one of the big pools, you can do that simply by breaking up your ADA between multiple wallets and delegating to different stake pools. So I hope this has been helpful. Again, I've got some ideas for some other videos that I'm going to produce and put on my channel. really how-to and educational information. But if you appreciated this video, then please hit the thumbs up. It will help get this video out to other people that are looking for helpful information like this. And I don't know, if you've looked at YouTube at all, there are a lot of scammers that show up in comments on YouTube videos. I don't know how long it takes for them to find videos, but I promise you, I don't have a WhatsApp. I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you to send me anything. If you see something in the comments that you're not sure about, then by all means, just send me a direct message or go to alleycatmining.com. There's a form there that you can send me an email directly. And I would love to have you delegate your stake to Alley Cat Stake Pool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.